gap there. And again, this is just basketball. Injuries happen, and you just have to be ready to step up to the plate against the #1 team in the nation.
Scott Grayson out. Johnson on the point. Cooke right away off the bat. The first two go to the Gamecocks.
Our player to watch, again, Cooke. She's just been in the zone and been really playing extremely well these past games. She's been averaging a little over 14 points in the past 6 games, so we just expect her to continue with that consistency.
Sydney Shaw, the freshman, now playing the 2. And she gets the bounce. Shaw, a freshman from Miami, Florida, averaging 8.4 per game. Started all but 1 game this season. Boston, a good look inside to Saxton, who finishes.
Just great court awareness from Boston and a good ball movement. Also good movement without the ball for Victaria Saxton and the way to finish.
Kayla Johnson, junior guard from Clinton, Mississippi, a JUCO transfer from Jones College. Swings it over to Coulibaly. Coulibaly goes down. She'll be called for the travel. It's a turnover for Auburn. Cooke tries to feed Boston. She keeps it in play. Fletcher, the turnaround, no good. Boston an offensive rebound. That's what she's so great at. And the follow-up.
Nice finish by Aliyah Boston.
So she'll look to pick it up tonight against Auburn, prove those numbers in SEC play. The defense has certainly focused on Aliyah Boston. That has a lot to do with those numbers. Beal, a little too high for Saxton. It's a turnover. Coulibaly will drive. Against Saxton, off the glass, no good. The rebound from Fletcher.
Great drive by Coulibaly. Auburn is going to need to see more aggressive drives like that, but next time she just has to be able to finish.
Boston. Fletcher all alone. She drives in. She feeds Boston. This is Sanaya Wells. She was really impressive in the loss to Mizzou. Senior guard from Mississippi. Coulibaly finds some space. Shot no good in the rebound to Bree Beal. She'll push. Beal, coast to coast.
Great decision by Bree Beal. There you have a 2-on-2 play. She looked at Zia Cooke in the corner, figured that it wasn't a good decision a better decision to take it to the basket.
Bree had 6 points and 5 assists against Georgia. It's a 10-2 lead for the Gamecocks, looking for more. Cooke thought about it. Instead, she'll drive. Lost possession. It's a steal for Auburn. Auburn averages 10.8 steals per game. Shaw, back iron, no good. Saxton with the rebound. It's an Auburn team, as I mentioned, the 10.8 steals. They'll pick your pocket, Brett, and they'll press, get after people. Tough defense to go against, but that time Gamecocks pick up the bucket. They lead 12-2.
Yeah, but both teams value defense. As we talked to Coach Harris the other day, yesterday, she talked about how it's important to have just a solid defense to slow South Carolina offense down. But we definitely have seen that tonight.
Well, how about that move from Coulibaly, who finishes?
Great move by Coulibaly. Again, just keeping her heads up, and she just has the ability to play against with her back against the basket as well as face up, and you can see her athleticism being expressed right there in that move.
She's the 5th leading scorer in the SEC. There's an easy look to Saxton.
Again, the posted area has just been wide open, and not only have they been wide open.
4 for Auburn in the paint as well. It's an Auburn team that's a pretty good three-point shooting team. Levy, no good. I believe they shoot about 35% as a team, but their top three-point shooter not playing, and Scott Grayson. She hits at a 49% clip.
What a shot. What a shot by Aliyah Boston.
But she has an inside-outside game. Now maybe she'll start to find that outside portion of it.
Yeah, and again, it just adds to her the versatility of her playing style and her athleticism, just being able to play the back against the basket as well as face up.
How about the response from Sydney Shaw? Starting 5 still out there for the Gamecocks. Fletcher finds Saxton, has good position, and gets the bounce.
Able to finish.
Saxton has 6. She's only averaging 4.4 per game this season, but they've been featuring her early on here in the first quarter. Coulibaly, no good. The rebound to Cooke. Home run pass up ahead to Saxton. And a nice defensive play made by Sanaya Wells. Coaching at Mississippi State, she knows what it's like to come into this building and get a win. Something very few can say. Mississippi State was the last SEC team to win here in Columbia in 2019, and Coach Harris was on that staff. Cardoso hits the first. 8 rebounds as well. 1.8 blocks. Crazy 8s this season for Kamilla Cardoso. Coulibaly. Instead, it's Wells. Under 10 for Sydney Shaw. And there's a steal for Raven Johnson. Looking inside for Boston. Double team comes quickly. An open look for Bree Beal. That's good.
What a great shot by Bree Beal. Again, you leave her open, she's going to knock that shot down.
And 41% three-point shooter. Another opportunity here. Passes on the 3.
I think the crowd wanted her to go for another one.
She was wide open. Just would have been early in the shot clock. Cardoso, tough angle.
Wow. Again, just a great aggressive move to see Cardoso be able to make that, really step through 3 defenders and still finish.
5 seconds for Coulibaly. The last second heave is off the mark. Maybe didn't realize that time was running out on her. Start of the second quarter. Auburn trails 26-7, looking to get something going. Wells pulls up, rattles it in. Sanaya Wells, one of the players that Coach Harris inherited here when she took the Auburn position. They've been tremendously important. Coulibaly another. There's a block on Amihir, but a foul call. Should they achieve that feat? Amihir, senior forward for Mississauga, Ontario. Member of the Canadian national team. Trains both. Amihir had 6 in the win over Georgia earlier this week. Levy will drive with the left hand.
And drive to the basket to get Auburn on the board.
The 2018 and under-18 Euro Championships helped the Israeli team to a bronze medal. Auburn will have another opportunity here. It's Levy. She pulls up, kicks it back out. Shot no good from Shaw. The follow-up from Coulibaly, and she draws contact. And we just talked about one international in Levy. Here's another. Went to high school at IMG Academy, but from Mali. 3 internationals on the roster for Auburn. Fagan in some trouble. She dribbles out of it, draws contact, and gets it to go. Just drive and determination from Sanaya Fagan, who looked to be in trouble earlier in the play. Stayed with it. And finishes the 3-point play. She's on the board tonight. Gamecocks lead by 20. Coulibaly. Moved to find some room, but can't hit. So Raven Johnson leads the Gamecocks back the other way. Amihir puts her shoulder down. Draws contact, and again, Letitia Amihir will head to the line. Foul is on Owen Akinbalawa, freshman center from Nigeria. Akinbalawa goes 6'5". Lane violation called on the Gamecocks. Akinbalawa, it's just her second game this season. She joined the team in December. I thought we might see her tonight, Brett. They need her height.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely need her height to, again, take up some space in the post play, or just be a post presence in the post to be able to compete against Carolina post players.
Speaking of post presence, the rejection from Amihir against Coulibaly. Scramble on the other ends. Fagan is down. Wells as well. And the foul's going to be called on the Gamecocks. They want to get after it, be disruptive. They really just impose their defensive will on teams. They've held every team this season, Brett, under their scoring average. 3-point shot from Shaw off the mark. Fight for the rebound, and it's handled by the Gamecocks and Raven Johnson.
Yeah, and again, to be able to hold teams against their scoring average means that you have to be doing something right on defense. There has to be some sort of defensive aggressiveness or prowess about you.
Hit a 3 at Georgia. Did not play in the other SEC matchup against Texas. We saw Bree here earlier this year, Brett, with a career-high 14 against Hampton. She was terrific in that one.
Yeah, she definitely has her moments where her games where she, again, just have a breakout game. And it's fun to watch because she shows her ability to, shows her athleticism and also her ability to be, how she can, the versatility in her scoring ability. She can knock down the three. She can drive to the basket. What a great move.
Sanaya Wells goes 5'7", giving up an entire foot to Cardoso, but that move gave her some space.
Again, very athletic move to, recognize the defense and be able to adjust your body and adjust your shot.
Chloe Kitts from the baseline. Got it.
There she is. Chloe Kitts. Again, as she continues to play, she seems so comfortable comfortable on the floor with her new teammates, and you would have never guessed that she, just was playing high school less than 2 months ago.
The number 17 recruit for the class of 2023 decided to come early. And she's a part of the rotation.
Yeah, she's definitely an integral part of the rotation. She has that ability to knock down the shot, and that's what Carolina's going to need.
2 seconds for Shaw. She's short and hits with the rebound. An open look for Bree Hall. A good 3-point shooter. It's too strong. And the rebound to Carissa Richardson.
Yeah, as we talked about just a few minutes ago, with Bree Hall's ability to have the breakout game with 14 points versus Hampton. Again, she has the ability to knock down that three-pointer.
Levy can't hit. Up ahead to Cardoso off the glass.
Great pass. I have to really attribute Raven Johnson for keeping her head up and be able to see the floor to get Cardoso the basketball at the time that she needed it and the right space that she needed.
They play so well together. Raven averages 3 assists per game. These two played AAU together. Pull up is good for Sanaya Wells.
Great shot by Wells.
Aliyah Boston against Richardson. 5 seconds for Fletcher. She'll pull up. Drains the mid-range. Fletcher was very good in the second half at Georgia as Bostic draws the foul for Auburn.
Keys that you should have in the point guarding way. Ability to see the floor and to get the ball to
guard from St. Louis. 62% free throw shooter coming into tonight. Misses both. In and out on the second. Fletcher looking for Cardoso against Levy. She converts. Kicks it out to Cooke. They swing it to Beal. An open 3. In and out. An offensive board from Saxton in the putback.
Great aggressive rebound.
Her season high is 11. Richardson runs out of room. She has it stolen by Fletcher. 2-on-1 for the Gamecocks. Fletcher makes her move.
Great decision by Fletcher. Yeah, she's one of those reliable guards that that if she gets open, that you definitely need. For one, she doesn't need to be left open, but if she is left open, you have to close out on her.
Oh, how about Coulibaly, who drains it?
Again, and also great awareness to know the shot clock is running down to be able to get that shot off in time.
Coulibaly has 6. Cooke feeds Boston.
Again,
Aliyah Boston at times. Here she is on the inside, drawing all sorts of defense from Auburn.
And speaking of triple team, as you can see, a possession as such, when Leah...
She has to see on the offensive end. Teams are really just trying to cancel her out. That's to the benefit of her teammates.
Best player in the country. And when teams focus so much on her, it leaves players like Zia Cooke.
And they've been that way as long as they've been here.
Yeah, and an experience, of course, it shapes the dynamics of your team. It shapes the fabric of your team when you have that many people coming in with their life experience.
Fletcher finds Beal. Beal weaves her way inside, misses with the left hand. The putback is good for Saxton and one. Preseason second team, now a season high 12.
Again, Victaria Saxton just has the ability to finish, and she does the little things too that don't always find itself on the stat sheet or show up on the stat sheet, like we said before, just moving without the basketball.
This season, she's marking Fletcher. Cooke, 5 seconds. She'll drive. A collision.
Again, just going back to having to communicate on defense.
Foul will be called on Sanaya Wells. Koulibaly against Boston. Tremendous defense from Aliyah Boston, who really affected that shot. It's Fletcher the other way. He's swinging around. Cardoso in the post. She's learning on the fly.
Yeah.
Offense, defense.
Yeah, definitely learning on the fly. Definitely having her.
Coach Harris forced to play her tonight because of that height. Cardoso takes the second. Cardoso. Koulibaly's on Boston. That shot no good. Cardoso off the glass and in.
And that is textbook ball movement right there. Great job by Fletcher seeing Cardoso open and Cardoso finishing.
Wells, nice move around Fletcher.
Nice athletic move. Again, Wells has been the offensive engine for Auburn tonight. Again, she's been productive on both ends of the floor.
Boston inside. She draws the foul. Boston hits the first. Hits them both. Here's Koulibaly. Richardson against Cardoso. Tough assignment. Mercer Richardson to the line. And this is the first over Alabama, Pitt, and Rutgers. Plus turnovers in 8 of 12 games this season. They're 7-1 in those 8 games. Again, they converge on Boston. It's taken away by Koulibaly. 3-on-1. Koulibaly will finish.
Nice textbook transition into 2 points.
Koulibaly has 10. She averages 16.7 per game, beating Auburn in that category. Zia Cooke in the corner, an open look. That's good.
There she is. You know, she has the ability to knock that shot down, and when she's on, she's on.
She's been on lately. It's not the player you want to leave open behind the line. Wells.
Because that they were just her former players, but because they were actually really good at what they do. And they know what she wants, and I think that's very important when you're bringing staff on that know what you want. They know the type of style of play that you want.
Johnson, that's a great look to Cardoso, who finishes off the glass. She already has 68 of those in her career. Johnson sets up the offense for the Gamecocks. Inside look to Cardoso. And this is the first freshman of the year. Transferred to South Carolina last year, adjusting to a different style of play, but the numbers are up this season. Koulibaly.
Nice shot.
Gamecocks can set up for a final shot here. Time ticking down at the end of the third quarter. Raven Johnson, checked by Kayla Johnson. It's Raven. She hits.
Nice shot.
Koulibaly's all right. Levy pulls up. She draws contact. Back on November 30th, her first start of the season. Only had 6 on Sunday against Mizzou. loud here in CLA. Chick-fil-A on the line, and Levy spoils it. Me here playing the point right now for the Gamecocks. Boston hands off to Bree Hall. Raven Johnson. Good look to Aliyah Boston. Raven Johnson, you can tell, it's a different style of point guard, Brett, from Kiara Fletcher. Both are effective. And me here feeds Fagan. Me here so valuable, 6'4", but she can play all 5 positions on the floor. How about that finish from Sanaya Wells? Raven feeds Fagan again.
Again, as we talked about before.
Younger players. This is Wells. Ami here up ahead. She'll finish off the glass. 6 assists.
Definitely productive time here. Johnson's time on the floor.
Thompson is an excellent three-point shooter. See if she'll get the opportunity to pull the trigger at some point here in the second half. Me here, Hall, Fagan, Thompson, and Kitts on the floor for South Carolina. Hall will drive to the glass.
Great aggressive play. The players that you want that fits your playing style to mesh with also the players that are there with experience. And like you said, it's taking time, but Auburn is on the rise.
Bree Hall for 3. The answer from Coulibaly is off the mark. Rebound in the hands of Levy. Coulibaly. You know, distance shooting, will they have it in tougher games? Last couple of matchups. Georgia, this one, and there's Thompson as I talk about. Sydney Shaw pulls up and hits. Hits wearing number 21 in white. Shaw number 10 in blue. Hits wide open, baseline jumper is good.
Nice shot. She gets a point. Points to Thompson, thanking her for the assist. Great shot.
Chloe, we were here for her 10.7 rebound debut against CSU. And travel called here to turn over for Auburn. The ball skills for a taller forward.
Yeah, they definitely have the ability. I'm pretty sure if she had to step into a more of a guard role, I have no doubt that she would easily transition.
3 seconds. Ami here will fire. Got it!
Wow, what a great shot.
One good before the buzzer for Sydney Shaw. Count it for the freshman guard from Miami. South Carolina gets the win over Auburn, 94-42.